Alright, so I want to start off this review by saying Yhwach, or Bach, whatever you want to call him, is a monster. Like, legit, he's a monster. This chapter showcased that he is a really, really good foe. He is really credible, and all that good shit. Props to Yhwach, Bach. However, I gotta stress right now that what happened with Ichigo in this chapter was not cool, bro. Like, how long have we been waiting to see Ichigo's new Bankai, his new form, everything that he has built up during the 1,000-year Blood War? We waited a while. We've been waiting for ages to see what this motherfucker can do. He had that awesome looking transformation, and then in this chapter he went Bankai, and it's like, yo, because remember, there was a little bit of a toss and turn with Kubo as well when he was coming back from the Soul Palace, Ichigo, and he was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. He gets there, he fights a couple of little bitches, and then has to go back to the Soul Palace and all this shit. So it's been back and forth of us waiting. What has Ichigo learned? What has he mastered? What is he doing? We get this chapter, the new Bankai. The new Bankai is like, yeah, the Bankai is finally here. It's like, I had high expectations because Kubo been slamming them. With the Bankais, they've been hype. They've been awesome for the most part. A lot of the latest revelations of Bankais have been sick. Urahara's Bankai, sick. Kenpachi's Bankai, that Rage Devil shit, sick. We get this Bankai, and it literally lasts for a page. And it kind of makes me think, does Kubo like to shit on Ichigo, the main character of this whole shebang? Like, I mean, first of all, I kind of got confused when I was flicking through the pages because he literally just redrew the sword broken and kept Ichigo the same. It was kind of like a little lazy on his part to just kind of break the sword from page to page. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I thought somebody was playing tricks on me and shit like that. So you already got that, you know, whatever, small little nitpick there. But then within the Revelation chapter, we finally get to see his Bankai, and not a page goes by, or a page goes by, a literal page, and it's already dusted and it's useless, and Ichigo's whole new form is worthless in this fight against Yhwach. One thing is, Kubo has made him way too OP, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I always like, in a way, for the foes to be really credible, so that way it builds this mountain of like, how the fuck you gonna stop that? But the ability is just like, he can literally change the future to whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to make Ichigo fucking put on a thong and start doing the thong song, let me see that thong, Ichi, he can do that. So you have that OP ability right then and there, which makes Bach, like, how do you stop that? Like, how do you stop somebody that can literally manipulate everything that's gonna happen in the future? That is truly almighty. So you already have that. That's two OP. It's like, the plot is gonna have to be very convenient for them to be able to stop it, which I thought it would have been a nice, convenient thing, but not at the same time being too convenient if the war potentials weren't affected by the almighty. Something like that. Like Ichigo, Aizen, all the people that are war potentials, Kenpachi, would have been great. Like, okay, he can't do it to them in particular, but he can, which kind of also makes me think, why the fuck Hash Brown wasn't able to stop Uryu if he had that power? I get it, okay, maybe he can't use the full extent of it, but he had that power and he wasn't able to take out Uryu. Hash Brown, you suck. Okay, I won't say he completely sucks because he is kind of beasting on Uryu with his own power, but what the fuck? But going back to it, Ichigo's revelation of his new Bankai, and it kind of felt like a troll. It kind of felt like I was being played, because within the same chapter of seeing this awesome transformation, which I think I called it, one of my guesses where it's gonna be like a black and white sword, like mixing black and white, cool shit there, and it gets shattered and busted, and even rips the fucking horn out of the side of Ichigo's head. It was like, I almost felt embarrassed for Ichigo. That's kind of like Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time and Frieza rips out half of his hair, or fucking Naruto goes Biju mode and fucking Obito or Madara just fucking ripped the nine tails out of his nose or something, like for the very first page. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this was a pivotal transformation because this is basically almost the end of the manga, and Ichigo gets shitted on. On top of that, Odahime's abilities really had no use. So if you think about it, if he was just holding the Almighty back this entire time, he could have already done this. Orihime and Ichigo really stood no chance to begin with. So it's like, there has to be a drawback to Bach's power. There has to be something where he can't immediately use it on everybody. Like, let's just say there's 10 people at the same time. He can't use the Almighty on every single person. Some drawback has to happen in order to make this power not so OP, because if not, he's a walking god. Which also sets up for a bigger battle, because again, I called it that Ichigo Ichigo wasn't gonna win. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be this disgusting that within the first fucking transformation of the Bankai, he gets shitted on and beat the fuck up. But I guess it leaves room for a bigger battle where Ichigo and Aizen with his chair, he's gonna be fucking tapping his foot while he's in the chair trying to fight, and all the other war potentials are gonna jump in. Maybe there's gonna be a downtime while Bach is ruining shit all over the place, and then they're gonna train up a little bit more and all try and jump him. That's the only other option they have at this point, and maybe there's a weakness in Almighty with that, because other than that, this is too OP. And honestly, I was so hyped for Ichigo. The past few chapters I've been just like, yes, yes, and this chapter kind of unraveled a lot of it, mainly due to the fact that Bach is too OP. He's just flat out too overpowered for any of these people to do anything, because anybody that comes up to him, I'm gonna change the fucking future. You was about to attack me and punch me in the face, I'm gonna change it so that you attack me and my foot goes up your ass. So I'm disappointed with this chapter. Flat out disappointed. I'm happy that Bach is a threat, a major threat. Good shit. It was good for Bach, and it was good for a setup for everybody else to get a piece of the action, but it was disappointing on Ichigo's part, because I was actually really excited for Ichigo. I haven't been as excited for Ichigo in a long time, and I was excited, and it was disappointing, because in the same chapter that he goes Bankai, it was for nothing. All this build-up chapters, years of us waiting for it, nada. So I'm gonna say probably a 4 out of 10 for this chapter. I know people are gonna go haywire and shit like that. The pluses, again, is the setup and Bach being a very credible threat. Too OP though, and the build-up was for a terrible payoff. Let me know what you guys think though. I know this is gonna be controversial. Did you like the chapter? Did you hate the chapter? What do you think about Ichigo getting fucking beat the fuck up within the transformation chapter of his new Bankai? And do you think Bach is too OP? What do you think could be the drawbacks to his power to make it credible that eventually he'll be defeated? And your overall thoughts of all this? Honestly, I think this is gonna be one of those chapters where people are gonna be down the middle. I know some people, the diehards, are gonna say it was amazing regardless. And yeah, your overall thoughts. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.